It's certainly going to have to be a battle from Newcastle United's point of view this evening. Antoine Semenyo in the City starting 11 once again. What a start to his career here he's had. But Ruben Dias returns to the bench after a month out through injury. Having not played the first leg, Aaron Ramsdale starts in goal with Nick Pope left on the bench. Elanga and Barnes are both in reserve as well. Botman has overcome a thigh problem and arrives to make up a back three against Liverpool and in 2023 as well. But the odds not on his side here tonight. Newcastle will hope they can succeed where Chelsea failed last night. Newcastle's win last season against Liverpool, their first ever in this competition. Now, in behind here, a chance for Marmoush. Knocked against him, but in it goes. Manchester City have a third goal on aggregate, and it might be a third goal to push them under the Wembley arch.
Sees the ball just here, plays it round the corner. He's in behind the defender, Thiaw. Looks though he's overrun it. Byrne comes across and does really well to get the slide challenge in, but it comes straight off of Marmoush and back over the goalkeeper. He's a bit lucky, of course he is.
Marmoush, Aït-Nouri. Reinders opens up. And City pretty close to adding a second.
Reinders so he could turn. This pass here, he's on the side. It's a good turn. Tonali can't quite get there, but it's always just going away from the goal. Tries to beat the goalkeeper with power. You see the bend on the ball. It actually gets a touch.
Might have had another in the first leg as well, but it was controversially disallowed, let's say. There was plenty of debate following the game as to whether it should have stood or not. Now, here's Gordon. Chance! And once again, Trafford the man for Manchester City.
They win the first ball in the air. That's what Byrne does. They win the second ball in the air. And suddenly, Gordon's in. Again, could he have lifted it over Trafford? There was a lot of the far post to aim for. Didn't quite get that right, did he? Two big chances now for Newcastle.
Newcastle could do with a boost. It's Trippier. And Trafford more than equal to it. A comfortable save for this. Reinders. Semenyo left. Antoine Semenyo. Angle tight. Oh, nearly in. It is now. And Manchester City are surely heading to Wembley.
It wasn't the greatest cross from Semenyo. He almost bundled it into the ground. Trippier is always going to be difficult for him. Tries to play it over his own crossbar. But Marmoush.
Newcastle looking for a way back, but a reminder they now have to score at least 4 goals in the next 60 minutes. And it might get worse for them here. Semenyo is going to be played in. Antoine Semenyo trying to make it look so easy. It's another. It's Reinders ramming home City's advantage. And Newcastle looking and feeling very sorry for themselves now.
He's done well so far. When he has run with the ball, he's picked the right pass at the end of it. Byrne got another touch on it. Can't blame him. There's no recovery midfield players. Reinders, I think Voltemada's going to play up front by himself, and Gordon's come out to this left-hand side, so it's almost a 5-4-1.
Given away, Semenyo. Reinders has given himself work to do and smashes it there into the chest of Ramsdale.
3 or 4 occasions now. Never thought of him as being really quick. Just so well to get there, up against Botman. And the only place he could score was at the near post. That would probably hurt Ramsdale.
Marmoush. Gonzalez urged to shoot. He obliges. Straight down the throat of Ramsdale.
It's too straight. He's got to bend that from outside the far post. Keep saying Des Byrne. It's Dan Byrne at the far post.
They move forward now. Trippier in towards Voltemada and a header from Botman. Superbly saved again by Trafford.
But a goalkeeper that's got a lot of athleticism.
Manchester City's wait though for another final at Wembley, surely only 45 minutes away. 3 first-half goals here. A brace from Omar Mamouche.
Surprised to see these players coming on in aggregate. That the game is over. Let's call a spade a spade. The game is over, and putting these guys on and away from home, I think it's difficult. Maybe he just wants to get them a little run, but
decide to attack this second period. Either way, Stuart Robson, it is a lead that is surely too much for them or any other side to come back from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alanga skip between two. Thought he'd go on the right, but he goes on his left and scores a quite brilliant goal. The very best of Anthony Alanga. And Newcastle fans starting to see why there was so much money put into him in the summer. The first time here in almost 8 years.
A great individual goal, goes between those two challenges, runs at O'Reilly, puts him on the back foot, and then he's got the ability with the inside of his left foot to bend it into that far corner. Well, he's not sure which way he's going to go. No chance for Trafford to get there. Just moves it enough to buy himself half a yard to get the shot away. And what a good shot it was.
They've essentially put on all of their best players from the bench. They can't really strengthen themselves any further, can they? So they've got to go with what they've got.
I think Eddie Howe knows they're not going to win the tie, but they've got to put in a good performance in this second half, and they're certainly doing that.
Wissa, suspicion of offside. On we go for now. It's Barnes. It's in, but offside.
Which player was offside? Yeah, it's probably going to be on the first ball played forward. There you can see it, quite clearly offside by a good yard and a half probably. Then Barnes got himself back onside. It was Wissa that was offside to start with.
Well, it was the first time since 2007 they'd failed to have a shot on target in 3 consecutive second halves. But here's Haaland, who certainly had one there. And Ramsdale with a fine save to deny him a 4th goal for Manchester City on the night.
Credit also to Cherki. What a good pass this is. First touch takes him away from Botman. He really does smash it. The only thing you could say, it's a nice height for the goalkeeper. What a good save from Ramsdale.
And those City fans behind the goal in the North Stand thought that one was in. Like a pull back there by Byrne. The referee saw it that way. Play goes on with Cherki. Ryan Cherki. Haaland. Saved by Ramsdale again. It's been a night for the goalkeepers. There have been some great saves at either end.
Yeah, Haaland showing he's got a right foot as well here. Just comes up off his first touch. He tries to place it into that far corner. Again, nice height for Ramsdale. Wissa is quick, so that was an excellent race between the two.
Given away, Tonali! Straight at the goalkeeper.
Well, it's going to be a great Carabao Cup final. Arsenal against Manchester City.
It will be Manchester City to take on Arsenal in the 2026 Carabao Cup final.